Today, the life simulation you'll experience is a migrant worker scammed by an illegal job broker. Call me Xiao Chun. You'd hesitate 10 minutes over a 9.9 yuan bubble tea, but a black broker can make you pay 3 months of wages and sign an 18,000 yuan loan contract without blinking. Here's the truth. The trap was never in the contract. The trap was in the moment you were exhausted and desperate to start work. I rode 16 hours on a hard-seat green train from rural Hunan to Dongguan. My phone wallet had only 27 yuan left. My luggage was one cheap nylon backpack. Walking out of the station, I saw a wall, Dalgong. Daily wage 300, monthly over 10,000. Food and housing included. Start work today. I was so tired my brain couldn't think. I just walked toward the words. The broker office was 300 meters from the station. Small storefront, 2 middle-aged men squatting outside smoking. Inside, a young man in a suit, mid-20s, clean, smiling nicely. He said, "Brother, looks like you just got off the train. Don't worry, what I have here is direct hire from major factories, not like those black brokers outside." I was so tired I just wanted to sleep, and his line about not black brokers completely lowered my guard. The suit pulled out a stack of employee ID cards from his drawer. He said, "See, this one's Foxconn, this one's Luxshare, this one's BYD. I sent 30 workers in last week. Their pay slips are all out now." He flipped them for me. The pay slips looked exactly real. Later I learned those ID cards cost 10 yuan each on Taobao. The pay slips were photoshopped, but at the time my eyes got a little wet. I thought, this is the city's opportunity, and I caught it. I said I wanted Foxconn. He said no problem, just one step. You have to pay us a service fee first. I asked how much. He said 1,800. I hesitated. He immediately added, "Relax, after your first month's pay, the company reimburses you." What I was hesitating about wasn't whether 1,800 was expensive. It was that I had only 27 yuan in my pocket. The suit saw my dilemma and sighed. "Brother, I get it. Just got off the train. Life's hard. Tell you what, I'll set you up with an interest-free installment plan." He pulled another form from the drawer, said, "You sign your name. We front the money, and we deduct it from your pay slowly. 0 interest, no extra cent." I read the form. Credit limit 18,000 yuan, 12 months. Annual rate 0%. I thought it was 0 interest. I didn't read the breach clause carefully. The moment I signed, something felt off. I asked, "Brother, do I need to pledge any documents?" He said, "Just leave a copy of your ID." Then he took my ID, made the copy, and recorded a video of me reading the contract aloud. He said this was compliance. Every broker does it. I didn't know that video was their insurance against me backing out. Later when I went to the police station, the officer said, "You agreed in the video. That's evidence of voluntary consent." Next day a van took me to an industrial park, but not Foxconn. It was an electronics factory I'd never heard of. I panicked, asked the driver, "What about the Foxconn we agreed on?" The driver smirked. "Brother, Foxconn's full. Work here first. We'll transfer you next month." I'd already signed, taken the ID badge. No way back. First day inside. Dorm was 8 bunk. No air conditioning, no hot water. First week, I stood 12 hours a day on the assembly line. End of first month. Pay came, 3,800 yuan. I went to finance and asked, "Didn't they say monthly over 10,000? Finance handed me the pay slip and said, "You're new. The bonus accumulator takes 3 months to start. First month is just this number." Later I learned that bonus accumulator didn't exist. 3 months in, no bonus. What I got was a phone call from the broker. He said, "Brother, your installment is due. Starting next month we'll deduct 1,500 a month." I said, "Brother, weren't we deducting from my paycheck?" He said, "Factory didn't report you to us, so it's on you. If you missed this month, 3% late fee." I couldn't take it. Wanted to quit. Factory HR told me, probation period, no settlement on early departure. I said impossible. That's not what labor law says. HR said coldly, "You didn't sign a labor contract with us. You signed a labor dispatch contract. Labor law doesn't reach you." That's when I understood. From the moment I signed that contract, I wasn't a worker for this factory. I was a tool the broker had rented out. I went to the police station. Officers said, "Young man, this is a civil dispute, no criminal case. Go to arbitration." I went to arbitration. They said, "You signed voluntarily, you can't win." I went to a lawyer. He opened with, "I can take it, fee 12,000, lose and I don't refund." My account at the time had 400 yuan left. Later I joined a WeChat group of fellow scam victims and finally understood the whole scheme. Brokers and factories have side deals. For each worker delivered, factory pays the broker 500 to 1,000 yuan per head. That's not where brokers make real money. Real money is the loan service fee. For each worker tricked into signing a so-called training loan or service loan of 18,000 yuan, the broker gets 30 to 40% kickback from the loan company. Meaning, every worker like me is the broker's ATM at the loan company. Crueler still, the breach clause buried in the contract. The clause read, if Party B leaves early, Party B compensates Party A no less than 70% of loan principal as recruitment cost and service loss. Meaning, even if I worked one day and ran, I owed the broker 12,600 yuan in penalty. That clause locked me in. A worker who wants to quit is the broker's biggest customer. An older brother in the WeChat group told me one line I still remember. Black brokers don't scam your job, they scam your time. The best 1 or 2 years of your prime youth, locked inside the factory, monetized through your debt. You're not a worker, you're their asset. After hearing that, I finally understood what I was facing, an industry chain that turns migrant workers into loan collateral. It took me 8 months to clear that loan. I switched factories 3 times. Each time my pay was docked. Each time I quit, the broker threatened lawsuits. The reason I finally got out was a legal aid volunteer in the WeChat group helped me write a complaint letter sent to the banking regulator and local human resources bureau. Under pressure, the broker dropped the penalty and let me pay off principal early. 3 weeks after the letter, the broker office was raided by the Labor Bureau, license revoked. You think they were finished? That same broker office changed names, moved 1 street over, reopened the next month. The suit guy I dealt with, he's now manager at another office 1 street away. This business scams roughly 1 million migrant workers in China every year. I'm just one who escaped. Let me give you 3 red flags to spot 80% of black brokers. First, middle-aged men squatting outside smoking and watching you. They're the lookouts to stop you backing out. Second, the moment you walk in they ask for service fees, ID pledge, or loan signatures. Legit brokers only collect a successful placement fee, and you sign a labor contract, not a loan contract. Third, ID badges fanned out for you to pick from. Those badges cost 10 yuan on Taobao. 3 iron rules to dodge them. First, before going to the city, check the broker's filing on the State Council client app. No filing, don't go. Second, photograph every contract on the spot and send to a family member. Let them read it for you. Third, never sign anything that requires you to borrow money to start work. Legit hiring is the factory paying the broker, not you paying the broker. Follow these 3, black brokers can't catch you. If you've already been caught, here's a route out. Step 1. Save every contract, video, chat screenshot. The more the better. Step 2. File with the local labor inspection unit at the Human Resources Bureau. Once they audit the broker, the cost of breaking the law goes up. Step 3. Simultaneously file with the banking regulator against whoever issued your loan. They fear regulation. Step 4. Join victim WeChat groups. Volunteer lawyers in there can write materials for you free. 3 things this taught me. First, the more rushed you are, the easier you get scammed. Walking out of the train station exhausted is exactly the state scammers love. Second, cheap deals in the city are never that easy. Daily 300, monthly 10,000 written on a wall is bait. Third, before you sign anything, hand your phone to someone calmer than you. Not necessarily a lawyer. Family, teacher, fellow villager, anyone calmer than you in that moment. Tell me in the comments which is more hateful. That suit guy's smile, or B, the video he made me record before signing. If this story was useful, share it with the kid in your family heading to the city for work. Save them 1 trip into the trap. See you next episode.